I'm Brielle, and this is my video reflection for instructional strategies assignment. Over the past week, I've had the opportunity to explore a range of instructional strategies that are both research-based and highly effective in classrooms. These strategies include different instruction, concept attainment, inquiry-based learning, cooperative learning, graphic organizers, and project-based learning. Each strategy offers something unique to students, and what stood out to me the most is how they can be used flexibly based on the content students need and learning goals of the lesson. Let me start with the direct instruction. This is a teacher-led, highly instructed approach where information is broken down into manageable parts. The teacher models a skill, guides students through it, checks for understanding, and provides opportunities for independent practice. I see this strategy as essential when students are encouraging brand new or complex material, especially in subjects like math or when teaching specific reading skills. Research by Stockard and colleagues in 2018 confirms that direct instruction consistently leads to improved academic outcomes across content areas. It's simple, clear, and it definitely works. Next is concept attainment. This was a strategy I didn't know much about before the assignment, but I really found it fascinating. In concept attainment, students are given examples and non-examples of a concept and are asked to figure out the defining attributes. I like how it challenges students to think critically, observe patterns, and form generalization on their own. It encourages them to ask, what do the examples have in common? Seguro and Salim, 2020, found this strategy helpful in math, but I think it could just work as well in reading or science, especially when introducing vocabulary or categorizing information. Now we're going to move on to inquiry-based learning, which was another strategy that stood out to me the most. It encourages students to become curious, ask their own questions, and explore resources and draw conclusions based on their evidence. I think this strategy is powerful because it taps into students' natural desire to explore and make sense of the world around them. Helmo Silver, 2004, explains that students who learn through inquiry are better at applying knowledge in new situations. It builds independence and a sense of ownership, which are both key in long-term success. Then there's cooperative learning, which focuses on students working together to achieve a shared goal. I think parents share in classrooms before, and it's amazing how some students open up and reflect when they know they're going to share with the partner. Johnson and Johnson 2008 found that cooperative learning supports both academic growth and social development, which is why I want to use it regularly, especially in literacy discussions or group projects. Graphic organizers are another practice and versatile tool. They help students organize their thinking visually, which is so important when processing text, especially for language learners. For students with special needs, whether it's a main idea web, a sequencing chart, or a compare and contrast diagram. These tools make abstract ideas more concrete. Nesbitt and Adiscope 2006 showed that graphic organizers support comprehension and memory. And from my experience, they also help students feel more confident in their responses. Lastly, project-based learning allows students to engage in meaningful real-world tasks. I love how this strategy combines research and collaboration and creativity. When students are solving problems that feel authentic, they become more motivated and invested. Strobel and Ben Barneveld, 2009, found that PBL is more effective than traditional instruction when it comes to developing higher order thinking skills and keeping students engaged. Now let's talk about these strategies connecting to learning theories. Direct instruction is grounded in behaviorism, which emphasizes modeling, repetition, and reinforcement. Students respond to the teacher cues and build mastery through practices. Inquiry-based learning and project-based learning connects to constructivism, where learning happens as students build knowledge through experience and reflection. Cooperative learning reflects by Godsky's social culture theory, especially the zone of proximal development, where students stretch their thinking with the help of peers or adults. Understanding these theories help me make more informed decisions about how I teach, not just what I teach. When I choose a strategy, I want to know that it's backed by how students actually learn best. In my future classroom, I plan to combine these strategies based on the needs of my students. I'll use direct instruction for foundational skills. I'll use graphic organizers for all learners, especially those who benefit from visual structure. I'll regularly use cooperative learning to help students process and talk through their ideas with their peers. And I'll definitely want to explore project-based learning opportunities to help students think critically and connect classroom learning to the real world. My ultimate goal is to create a classroom where students are actually actively engaged, supported in different ways, and challenged to grow both academically and personally. Thank you so much for listening to my reflection. Have a great day.